Welcome back to REDGUNSHOW. Of course, another special episode. We are playing Earthworm Jim. We're playing a very special copy of Earthworm Jim, actually. You see it? You can see it up there. This is the Japanese version of Earthworm Jim for the Super Famicom. The nice thing about buying these clone systems, or at least the one that I have, the Retro Duo, is for the Super Nintendo port, it is not backwards compatible, but it does play Super Famicom games. It is region-free. Now, the Famicom cartridges do not fit in the NES port, but that's okay. If I really wanted to, I would just buy a Famicom. But I'm not too worried about it. Now, as I've said in previous episodes of Earthworm Jim, every port of Earthworm Jim is different, and this is no exception to that rule. The Super Nintendo version itself, I don't particularly like. I'm playing this one today, just because ease of access, because my Super Nintendo's out and about, so there we go. Yes, see, it still has the same Monty Python joke there. But, see, this the original ones are a little harder to pull off the secrets. There we go. But the music, it's mostly the music and the sound effects in this game, in the Super Nintendo version, compared to the, what is it? The Sega Genesis version, the Sega CD version. The Sega CD version is the penultimate version. Or, really, the Windows 95 version, if you have a Windows 95 or Windows 98 computer just sitting at home. That's the real ultimate version. Damn, I missed it. What the hell? The nicest thing I think about this version, really, two things. In this level, there's a flare effect on the sun, where in the Sega version, it's just a static image. But, you know, either way, I guess that tries to make up for the fact that it's a not so good port by I forget actually who did the port in this franchise. I forget. I know Eurocom did it for like the Sega Game Gear, which was damn hard to find. Earthworm Jim for the Sega Game Gear. Thankfully, I got it on eBay. It only works half the time, but it's good enough for me. It's not like I can actually do anything with it because it's on the Game Gear. But it's, you know, nice to add to my collection. Over here, already messing up in this game. Today is a kind of a special day here in the States. It is National Star Wars Day, May 4th. And the whole thing of today is May the 4th be with you. Now, this year, yesterday, was this kind of a... Why am I not hitting that? So I swear I'm hitting it. What in the fuck, man? I'll just give up and continue on. Fuck. I'll just go the long way. It won't let me hit that hook for some reason. That piece. Let me go over there. This sucks. Damn. Anyway, yeah, yesterday was National Comic Book Day. And I have a pull box at a local comic shop here where I live. And I went and picked them up, you know, just the couple that I have pulled every month. And I waited until yesterday advertently because it was National Comic Book Day, and surprisingly, there were a couple of local artists at the comic shop, at my comic shop that I go to, which was nice. You know, one gentleman that does and produce, he writes and draws the colors and publishes his own comic books. And I bought a couple of his, and he signed them for me, which was awesome. And then I met a couple that they each own their own, like, production company for comic books, which is just literally awesome. She was sitting there drawing, like, My Little Pony and stuff. The cool thing about this couple, other than that she was absolutely gorgeous, I love her, I'm in love, I really am, was they were both wearing an Earthworm Jim t-shirt. Like some custom-made t-shirt, you know, off one of these one-a-day websites or whatever. that they told me about. You know, the whole, it just said Groovios, as though Earthworm Jim was a, you know, a brand of cereal or something. Oh my god, why does it keep respawning? Anyway. And I was just talking about that, and how that made my day running into actual people, you know, real people that are Earthworm Jim fans. And I have never met somebody that was, like, a real fan. You know, she, I mean, he was a fan too, but she was, like, a really big fan. I was like, what? So that completely made my, motherfucker! That completely made my day. I met a fan almost as big as, you know, big a fan as I am. We were talking about the history for a second. It was fun. It was nice. I had a moment. Not really. Yo, the crows in this game. Oh my god. Okay, some of the differences between this game and the other versions of the game. The sound effects. The sound effects are garbo in this game. The music is completely stripped down, also, which I don't like at all. Oh my god! I swore I'm playing this on easy, right? Yeah, on practice, I should say. There we go. Okay. Some of the differences, besides the music and the color palette's a little weaker, but because of the way the background is, it kind of comes off as being more vibrant. It's not. The Sega Genesis does have a higher technical specification than the Super Nintendo. So that means the Sega Genesis version is superior compared to this version. That was bullshit. This version, I know for a fact that they've added enemies in this version of the game. Unless I'm just so used to just running right through it and only focusing on the game or whatever, which is a very real possibility, you know, in all actuality. Dickhead. No, you don't. Fuck off. Yeah, there has to be more enemies in this version of the game, but in the second level of the game, they nerfed one spot. They added a platform. There's this little jumping sequence you have to do, and they added a platform in between one of the harder sections. I was like, what? What the hell? When I saw that, I was like, wow. Because, you know, the part of the world this game comes from, Japan, they're known for having harder games than we do. For God's sakes, they have the real Mario 2. You know, what we call Mario 2 the Lost Levels for the NES. Not the fucking Doki Doki Panic bullshit. Also, they did not have the tubas falling there. That's why I kept shooting up. But maybe that was just because it's on easy. No, it's different. When you... just real quick. As far as the sound effects go, right there, when you kill... When you kill a crow in this game, there's an explosion sound. When you kill a crow in the other versions of the game, you know, the Sega and the computer versions, and of course the Earthworm Jim HD versions, which I probably won't talk too much about. But when you kill a crow in the other versions, they do a very high pitched call, you know, like a crow does. Very high pitched, and it's very distracting in this game that they don't do that. They just have explosions for every enemy instead of having a unique sound for every enemy like they do in the other versions. They just give a general fucking explosion sound. Also, yeah, Chuck, up there, the name of this boss is Chuck. In the Sega version, he has a throwing up sound effect when he burps up the fish. This is way slowed down, his animation, and there's frames missing. It's not as animated as what it could be. Come on. Okay. You know what? Fuck it, man. This version is so goddamn broken. Normally, I wait until I kill him to try to jump on that little jumping platform to go up higher to reach a little platform that has health and some gun power-ups. But In this game, once you kill Chuck, you can't jump on that. You can't jump on that little spring platform over there. See? For whatever reason, they removed that option in this game. I don't know why they did that, but it's just one of the differences that I don't like. Yeah, you don't hear the end, his pocket rocket. You don't hear the engine revving up in this version the way that it does at all in the other versions. Also, this song sounds terrible on the Super Nintendo. But it's the Japanese version. I figured I'd show off a little bit, you know, that I actually have it. So there you go. If you've seen my playthrough of Earthworm Jim HD on the PS3, I was talking about the meteor placement. Damn, I missed that one. The meteor and the bubble placement on the course in this game, on these levels. In this one, it's more manageable. You can tell a little more easier where they're coming from and where they're going to be. And also, on these ones, Jim is just as sensitive. The D-pad is just as sensitive when you're doing everything. And I must say, I'm using an S-card cable on my Super Nintendo to play this game right now, and true RGB looks fantastic on retro systems. What I mean by that is, in America, when the Sega Genesis, the Super Nintendo, all those old fucking systems came out, they just use composite cables. Composite only broadcast in 240p. In Europe, when these systems released, they also they came with an S-card cable, a 21-pin connection cable that carries RGB along with, you know, good audio. The systems themselves here in America and abroad, they're capable of broadcasting in a higher resolution than what is shown on your TVs. Like this level in particular, this particular shot right here, that's why I haven't moved. It's more dynamic. I can see that it's more, the palette is more dynamic because it's broadcasting in true RGB. It's something like close to actual 480p resolution. Maybe somewhere, you know, split the difference between 480 and 720, somewhere in there. But even though I'm using an S-card cable to HDMI converter, it is not broadcasting in true high definition, and that's the reason why I have just a smidge of input lag when as I'm playing this game, which is fine. You know, that's not a big deal at all. Let's see if I can do the secrets. Oh, this is why I jumped over that little mound right there. So there we go. And there we go. Little secret there for you. Bypass a whole little section. I still got hit, so there we go. Yeah, what's over here? Health, that's what I'm for. Okay, there we go. This level's called What the Heck? In the background there, you see the level boss dancing on a platform, you know, with along with banging ass parallax scrolling in the game. The elevator music, that you can hear the music in the background. They just call that the elevator music. And it's actually kind of cool because they heard like somebody stop a record. And there it is. There's the music. That's in the Hall of the Mountain King playing right there. A little classical music for you. Being a classical musician myself, I was said in previous episodes, you know, the importance of Tommy Tallarico.